Sorry, it's so dark on my channel, on my video today, but why not keep it dark since it is spooky season? Anyways, that's not like really why I have it dark. It's just because I have no light fixture that I need to replace. So when we did the oh my gosh, where are my words today? When we did the draw last from The Exorcist, now we're going straight into Friends, but I thought it'd be fun and change it up a little bit, but we're gonna do 100 fun facts of Friends. So you might not see a picture change a whole lot on here when I edit the video, so unless you prefer to not see the same picture over and over, I'll change it here and there. However, it'd be fun to do 100 of fun facts, so let's get right into it. Here we go for 100 facts of Friends. So number 1 is some very famous people have guest starred in the show over the years of famous people of Friends, so including Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Reese Witherspoon. There was Christina Applegate, Robin Williams, Hugh Laurie, and Freddie Prinze Jr. as a nanny. Number 2, Matt LeBlanc was broke when he landed the role. The cast landed the roles. They had no idea just how rich they would become. Of course, this is especially true for Matt LeBlanc, who only had $11 in the whole world when he got the part. Apparently, he spent his first paycheck on a hot meal. Safe to say he'll never have to worry about that again. Number 3, Gunther was never meant to be a speaking character. Gunther, the coffee shop waiter with a big crush on Rachel, was not actually meant to be a speaking role. He was just a background extra. In the season 2, he finally gets a line, and the writers realized how funny he was, and his peroxide blonde hair. Apparently, he had to dye it every day. Imagine. Number 4 is the white dog statue actually belonged to Jennifer Aniston. So if you saw the white dog, a giant dog that belongs to Chandler and Joey, occasionally moves flats or apartments. Apparently it was a good luck present. It was originally a good luck present to Jennifer from some friends. She must have thought it would look better on the set because that's where it turned up. Ellen DeGeneres. So number 5, Ellen DeGeneres was nearly cast as Phoebe. It's crazy to think of anyone else in the Friends role, but before Lisa was cast, lots of actors thought were considered for the part, including Kathy Griffin, Jane Lynch, and of course the talk show host Ellen DeGeneres. In fact, producers offered her the role, but she turned it down. So good job for that. For that, happy to hear that. Sorry. Number 6. Every episode is called The One With, except the pilot. You might have noticed that all the show episodes are entitled The One With. The show's creator figured that most people wouldn't remember what the episodes are called, but would just say, The One With This Funny Thing Happened. So they made it easier just by naming all the episodes after their most moments, except, of course, the pilot, which is just called The Pilot. Which I believe that's a lot of shows, just like The Pilot. Number 7, Monica's apartment changed numbers. So apartment is number 5 in the early episodes, but then it changes to 20 because the creators realized that the numbers didn't match the exterior shots where Monica obviously lives quite high up. So they changed it to more where it would make more sense and hope no one noticed that they did it. But it's no big deal. We still love the show. So Carol, number 8, Carol was played by 2 different people. Carol, Ross's ex-wife and mother to his son Ben, had changed a bit since she first appeared. In the earlier episode, she was played with Anita Barone, and then from season 2 onwards by Jane Sibette. I want to know why they changed, though. I'm curious. Number 9, Matthew Perry's dad has a cameo in the show. So his dad played Josh's dad in season 4 when Rachel... The one with Rachel's new dress, where she is going on a date with Josh, and she wears like a piece of lingerie, and the parents walk in. That one was a good episode. Number 10 Oh my god, I'm losing count. That's okay. This is what I do typically, is lose count of things. Yep, number 10. The credit sequence was shot in the middle of the night, so the famous fountain scene was filmed very early in the morning in order to make sure the area wasn't busy. It was filmed at 4 a.m. to be precise. Everyone looks pretty peppy, considered how tired they must have been. That is fairly early, but that makes sense. Number 11, the big orange sofa was found in the studio basement of the Warner Brothers, and the Friends sofa has to be one of the most famous sofas in TV, but it wasn't bought especially for the show, and who knows what it was used for, but it has since gone on to become one of the most famous pieces of the furniture in history. Number 12. David Schwimmer directed 10 episodes of the show. He is multi-talented and directed 10 episodes. The one with all the candy, the one with the red sweater, the one with the truth about London. Since then, he has gone on to direct many others, including films. Number 13, and Matthew Perry was allowed in the writer's room. Chandler is famous for being the witty, sarcastic member of the group. Matthew Perry had a hand in this. Not only did he play Chandler, he also helped to write him. He was the only cast member allowed to add jokes and suggestions to the script. Number 14, the fridge worked. Monica's fridge can be seen in almost every episode. It was actually plugged in during long days of filming. The cast and the crew kept snacks and drinks in there so they wouldn't have to go to the green room. Green room. Oh my gosh. Number 15, Monica and Chandler were supposed to get together for one episode during the group's trip to London, and originally it was just meant to be a one-off joke. However, it turned out that the actors had real chemistry together, and the audience liked it so much that the creators decided to keep them together as a more relaxed and maybe healthier version of Ross and Rachel. Number 15, the Friends always reserved the couch at Central Park. Have you ever wondered why the Friends always gotten the best seats? Well, it's not just artistic license. They actually reserved them. You can see a little sign on the table if you look closely as to why they always seem to be there, even though they all have day jobs. That's never really been explained because somehow it all happens to be every day. Number 17, Jennifer Aniston hated the Rachel haircut. Rachel's long straight hair became one of the most famous things about Friends and was popular hairstyle in the 90s and 2000s, but that's a typo. Jennifer Aniston didn't actually like it very much. To be fair, it doesn't look like it would get into your eyes. Or it does look like it would get into your eyes. Maybe that's why she didn't like it. Number 18, the finale was the fourth most watched TV finale in the US TV history. The Friends finale was the most anticipated episode of TV ever, and naturally, a lot of people wanted to see how it ended. Millions of people tuned in, 52 million to be precise, even though it's not actually the most watched episode of the show, which was 52.9 million for one in 1996. I wish that would have said what episode it was. Number 19, Lisa Kudrow hated the guitar at first. Phoebe is famous for her unique guitar skills. When Lisa Kudrow first had to learn, she didn't enjoy it at all. Over time, however, she got better and started to enjoy it. She even wrote Phoebe's famous song Smelly Cat. Number 20, David Schwimmer was cast first and was always in mind for the role. So basically, when they were writing Ross's role, it was written for David Schwimmer specifically because of how his mannerisms portrayed Ross, his real life mannerisms. Let's see, that was 20, so 21. In 1993, Matthew Perry co-wrote and pitched a sitcom to NBC about a group of 20-somethings called Maxwell's House. The network turned it down as they already had a show in the works that was similar. The show, so 22, the show had many names before settling with the Friends Like Us, Six of One, Across the Hall, Once Upon a Time in the West Village, and Insomnia Cafe. I think Friends was perfect. It was so natural. 23, Shiny Happy People by REM was the original choice for the theme song for the show and was used in the pilot when the show was still called Friends Like Us. Number 24, the producers David Crane and Marta Kaufman wrote "I'll Be There For You" with Phil Solom and Danny Wilde of the Rembrandts. It was used as a theme song for all 10 seasons. Number 25, in 1995, the song reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 airplay chart for 8 weeks. Number 26, Phoebe and Chandler were originally intended to be written as supporting characters, and it was supposed to be Joey and Monica as the main couple, and then of course Ross and Rachel at the very end. In early development, number 20, so that was 26 and 27 kind of put together. 28, in early development, writers considered making Chandler gay. Number 29, when Lisa Kudrow and Courtney Cox first read their scripts, they thought Chandler was gay. Number 30, when the show premiered, Matthew Perry and Jennifer Aniston, they were 25. Matt LeBlanc and David were 27. Courtney was 30, Lisa was 31. Number 31, the frame around the people in Monica's apartment was initially a mirror but was broken accidentally by a crew member, but they agreed it looked better that way and kept it. Number 32, the apartments were initially 4 and 5. We went over that. Number 32. Yeah. Number 32, we only find out their 4 of their middle names throughout the season. So Chandler Muriel Bing, Rachel Karen Green, Ross Eustace Geller. I don't remember Ross's ever hearing that one. Anyways, Joseph Francis Tribbiani Jr. We do, however, know Monica's middle name begins with an E, and Phoebe has a middle name but could not find out because Ursula decided to sell her birth certificate. Number 33, season 2 didn't air Thanksgiving episode. Number 34, Christina Applegate was cast as Amy Green when Reese Witherspoon was unavailable to reprise her role as Jill. Number 35, 3 casts of The Simpsons made guest appearances. Dan Castellaneta, who plays Homer, as the zookeeper. Hank Azaria, Mo/Apu, as David the scientist, and Harry Shearer, Mr. Burns Smither, as Dr. Baldera. Oh my god. Number 36, Hank Azaria, who plays David, auditioned for the role of Joey twice. 37, Courtney Cox was the only one to never get nominated for an Emmy on the show. 38, Bruce Willis guest starred on Friends for free after losing a bet with co-star Matthew Perry on a whole 9 yards that it would reach number 1 in the box office on the opening weekend. He was already scheduled to appear on the show, then donated the money he earned from Friends to charity. Number 38, Gunther had no name until the middle of season 2. Number 39, James Michael Tyler, who plays Gunther, was the only extra to gain a regular part because he knew how to work the espresso machine. However, he did earn more. He deserved to earn more of a role than that. Number 39, he was also, like Gunther, James Michael Tyler was working in Hollywood Coffee Shop when he got the role of Gunther. Number 40, Gunther got his first line in the 33rd episode, and he said yeah. Number 40, this one I didn't realize, but Ben Geller was played for 4 boys. Michael Gunderson as an infant, twins Thomas and John Christopher Allen during season 3 to 5, and then Cole Sprouse during 6 to 8. Now, number 40 is Marcel the Monkey was played by two monkeys, Katie and Monkey. I guess they didn't have a name for that one. Number 41, crew member Paul Swain was responsible for magna doodles on the door of Chandler's apartment for each episode shot there. 42, NBC originally thought the cast was too young and asked writers to include an older character to give advice. I'm glad they did not. Number 43, NBC also thought that Central Perk was too trendy and wanted to set the show in a diner like Seinfeld. Number 43, producer... What's wrong with the too trendy, though? Like, I don't get that. Anyways. Number 43, producers initially wanted Courtney Cox to play Rachel. However, they felt like Monica was more for Courtney. Erica and Jack. This is 44. They were born 3 minutes and 46 seconds apart. Number 45, Monica and Chandler, Courtney David, found it hard to conceive in real life. Like Monica and Chandler, Courtney and her real-life husband, now ex-husband, found it hard to conceive in real life. However, in the last season, Courtney is seen wearing baggy clothes and scarves to hide her pregnancy, so she was officially able to have a baby. 45, the scene where Rachel having Emma was filmed not long after Courtney had her first miscarriage. Number 46, Ross was 29 for 3 years. In one season, he even had 2 birthdays, and his birthdays are 2 different months for some reason. That was a little error, but that's okay. Number 47, David Schwimmer directed 10, number 45, Jennifer was the last to be casted, as Ross was the first to be casted. Number 46, when in London and Monica is seen to pop up from underneath Chandler's bedsheets, they were held in position for 27 seconds. Was that 47? Wait, I'm so confused over that. We'll say 48, when in London and Monica is seen to pop up for, so all 6 cast members have kissed one another except for Monica and Phoebe, so get on that. I'm just kidding. Number 49, Joey wasn't written as a dim character. Matt LeBlanc suggested it. Number 50, Matt LeBlanc started going gray in the 20s and had to have his hair dyed throughout the series. Number 51, Malcolm, Ursula's stalker, and later Phoebe's boyfriend, portrayed by David Arquette. At that point, Courtney Cox's future husband. 52, Yasmin Bleeth and Julia Roberts were fantasizes of Chandler's in the show, and in real life, Matthew Perry had dated both of them. 53, The One Where No One's Ready was filmed entirely in Monica's apartment, as after having guest stars, the show didn't have a large enough budget for additional sets. That makes sense. 54, Lisa Kudrow was actually afraid of the duck. 55, no live audiences were used when they were filming cliffhangers. 46, before the pilot aired, the cast were taken to Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Enjoyed their last show shot at anonymity, which I'm assuming anonymous, like not being famous. They later returned to film at that location for Ross and Rachel's wedding. 55, in the opening credits, the one after Vegas, everyone had Arquette added to their last name to commemorate the marriage of Courtney and David. 56, remarkably, none of Brittany's relatives attended her and Mike's outdoor wedding, which I don't understand why. They should have had at least Frank Jr. there and the kids. 57, Ross and Rachel's romance were not meant to be the central to the show. However, the storyline was developed after the chemistry David and Jennifer had on screen. 58, Courtney Cox is older than David Schwimmer in real life, even though she plays her younger sister. 59, the fridge in Monica's apartment was functionable, so they put drinks and snacks in there just so they wouldn't have to go to their dressing rooms probably to eat. Number 60 is Matthew Perry told the producers that he was awkward with women. The writers wrote his character Chandler that way, which makes sense. 61, Phoebe's triplets were written into the show because Lisa Kudrow was pregnant in real life, and the writers needed to have a way of incorporating the pregnancy and not having a child amidst the group. 62, in the pilot, Monica forgets the name of the guy she sleeps with. Worried the audience would not like her character, they handed out survey to the studio audience and asked if they wanted to plot the change. They didn't. Number 53, although the TV show sold millions of different types of merchandise, they only produced 2 soundtracks. 64, before filming each episode, the cast would huddle around wishing each other luck. That's always nice. 65, the final episode was watched by 52.46 million viewers and is ranked 4th most watched TV finale in U.S. history, which makes sense. 65, on average, each episode took 5 hours to film. That's kind of nice. That's not bad. 66, in the first season, each cast member were being paid $22,500 per episode. In 1997, together negotiated with the show and got $100,000 per episode. And by the end of the series, they were each getting paid $1 million per episode. Can I be paid that? Like, come on. Number 68, Kathy was the second woman to date both Joey and Chandler. Ginger was the first. Number 69, Janice came up with her catchphrase, "Oh my god," accidentally and had to say it knowingly throughout her guest appearances. Number 69, Lisa Kudrow had made a guest appearance on Mad About You as Ursula Buffet before Friends. The writers had to make Phoebe a twin in order for her fans to understand the crossover and cameos. Number 70, Winona Ryder and Susan Sarandon were both Ross's celebrity list. They both later guest starred as Melissa Warburton and Jessica Lockhart. Number 71, in the last episode, the gang said at one point or another they had all lived in Monica's apartment. They all have also all lived in Chandler's apartment. Number 72, during season 1, the street outside of Central Park was actually a painted backdrop. Number 73, the artwork with Central Park was always changed. Number 74, Frank Jr., portrayed by Giovanni Ribisi, was Phoebe's younger half-brother. He was also the young man who mistakenly dropped a condom in her guitar case while she was busking outside of Central Park. 75, when Chandler and Monica were getting married, Rachel needed to find a new officiant because they didn't think they would make it. She found a Greek Orthodox priest and said it was for her friends, and Anastasakis and Papasifakis wedding. In fact, Anastasakis is in fact Jennifer Aniston's family name. That's kind of neat to see. 76, in the episode The One with the Dollhouse, 6 replica dollhouses were made as the plot would mean it would be set alight. 77, the door to the secret closet within Monica's apartment actually led to the area backstage and had to be covered with things when Chandler managed to get in to see. 78, Monica, Rachel, Joey, and Chandler live in flats 19 and 20, 90 Bedford Street, New York. Number 79, the set designer Greg Grundy also worked on the spin-off of series Joey. Number 80, the ceiling beam in Monica's apartment that inconsistently appears in episodes gets reinstalled whenever James Burrows directed an episode as part of an inside joke. Number 81, the movie poster behind the TV in Monica's apartment was put there to hide the hole where the cameras would film. Number 82, although the series is based in New York City, not a single shot was filmed there. It was all filmed in LA. Number 83, Matt LeBlanc, The Big White Dog, Number 83 is said to have belonged to it's no surprise that Number 83, sorry, I messed up. It's no surprise that there are contradictions within the plot, like the one where Chandler doesn't like dogs, and yet he and Monica discuss a future family with a dog, and Ross states he doesn't like ice cream, but we have seen him enjoying one with Elizabeth and one with Marcel. Number 84, June Gabel, who plays Joey's agent, Estelle Leonard, also plays a nurse in the episode when Carol and had been. Number 85, the actor that plays Rachel's boyfriend Joshua, his father appeared. So number 85, sorry. Oh, I was curious about this one. Phoebe's address is apartment 14, 5 Morton Street, New York. Number 86, the show received a lot of heat for having Pottery Barn product placement in the one with the apothecary table. Number 87, Peter Roth of Warner Brothers once said it offset the high cost of production, and a rep reported the phone still light up every time the episode airs. 88, in the final season when Rachel visits her father, the exterior of the house was the same as the one made famous by the Steve Martin movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Really? I'm curious now. Number 89, the doors to the bedroom in Monica's apartment actually took you onto the set of Central Perk. The bedrooms were made up when they were needed for a scene. That's kind of cool. Number 90, the one after the Super Bowl aired in 1996, it is ranked the highest viewer ratings. I was curious about that. Number 91, Jon Favreau turned down the role of Chandler, however portrayed Pete on one of Monica's boyfriends. 92, John Cryer also auditioned for Chandler. Number 93, the opening credits was actually filmed at Warner Brothers Studio, not at Gramercy Park or Central Park. 94, Lisa Kudrow hated playing guitar at first, but we did chat about that. Number 94, Tom Selleck, who played Richard Burke, would often get very loud applause from the live studio audience, and the producers would have to reshoot the scene with the audience watching. Number 95, some of the laughter from the show's live audience was cut in scenes so the next punchline wasn't lost. 96, when the series ended, Jennifer Aniston and her then husband Brad Pitt hosted a dinner party. They served bottles of wine the producer Kevin Bright had saved from the first series. Wow, I wonder if how that tasted. Number 96, no, 90. Yeah, 94, 95, 97. Each cast member was also given a piece of sidewalk from outside Central Park as a keepsake. Aww. That's sweet. Number 98, the one with the Halloween party, was the first episode they filmed after the 9/11 attack happened. According to Lisa Kudrow, who says it's her favorite episode of Friends ever, that whole week was while driving in LA, people would pull up and give me a very sad look and quiet thank you for making them laugh. Justin Timberlake, number 98, Justin Timberlake really wanted a cameo. According to the show co-creator David Crane, there was a meeting with JT, but we didn't have a good part for him. Number 99, this one I was always curious about. Joey and Phoebe could have been a thing. In 2016, Matt LeBlanc told you toward the end, we actually pitched the idea that Joey and Phoebe had been having casual, blah, the entire time. We'd go back and shoot all the historical scenes, and just before a moment that everyone recognizes, there's Joey and Phoebe coming out of a broom closet together, but they were like, nah. Okay. And number 100, the finale caused Matt LeBlanc so much anxiety he started smoking again. I quit smoking for 4 years, and in that final 2 weeks I started smoking again because we were so aware that our time together was coming to an end. So that must have been out of sadness. We'll do 2 more just in case I messed up on the numbers. So number 101, when the series wrapped, each cast member took home a piece of Central Perk. It's set, like I stated before, they took some sidewalk home. And then 102, Central Park was torn down to become the airport where Rachel takes off from. But oh, really? So that was the airport too. But as we all know, she got off the plane, which makes the teardown a waste. Which is true. We'll do one more. Okay, last one. Jennifer Aniston almost said no to the final season. Speaking to Matt Lauer in 2004, Aniston said she had a couple issues with another season. I wanted it to end when people still loved us and we were on a high, and then I was also feeling like, how much more of Rachel did I have in me? She eventually agreed to the final season just as creators lowered the episode count from 24 to 18. Oh, I feel like that would be so hard for me to leave something like that, something you love. Anyways, we will draw for the next one. Hold on, I have it here. There's 100 Facts of Friends. Let me know below if you've watched the show. I've watched it many times. It is my go-to show. And what's the next one we're doing? This kind of got messed up. Oh, looks like we're gonna do Ant-Man, the whole trilogy. So all of the trilogy is what's next. So there will be 100 facts for you there. So stay tuned. Let me know, sound up in the comments of what you think of Friends, your opinion on the show. It's one of my all-time favorite shows, and like what your favorite season episode is. If you have a favorite character, I don't. I love them all differently. So anyways, have a great night. Our next one will be the Ant-Man trilogy, and that will be also just as fun to do. And have a great night. See you guys. Bye now.